speaking of serious talent, the winning team in the overall bracket was Optimus. Optimus won. The Optimus did play 2 teams in this event. Now, it's a good thing I didn't see the Optimus roster before this tournament, because this is a pretty serious roster. I didn't see it till afterwards, and I would have certainly have picked them to win it if I did. I may have been scared of roughing this team, the amount of talent on it. But let's bring on Marcos Satavu and Mark Diaz from Optimus. Gentlemen, how are we doing this evening?
Doing well, doing well. Thanks for having us.
Hi.
Thanks for joining us. Marcus, you and I had a chat earlier today, a little bit about your rugby history. Former USA Sevens player, former Rooney player in MLR, long rugby history all over the country, as well as half Fijian. You mentioned you grew up in Oregon, California, etc. A long time playing rugby. But anyway, let's get to this tournament. First of all, how did this team come together for this event?
Well, I mean, Mark first had heard news of it, and he was really interested in bringing the Optimus team down to Florida to compete. And he was asking me if I had any guys, and I said, "Well, look what I'm trying to create over here up in Connecticut. I'm trying to create a professional rugby team here." And I was like, let me see if there's some things that I could do to make it happen. And sure enough, Mark Schurzek did a good job of convincing me to come down, and we went full on with bringing up as many guys as we could and giving guys just opportunities to come and play.
Yeah, and play you did and dominate. I think the closest game I think you guys had was against the Tridents, who, local guys that sort of put together not a motley team, but I saw a ragtag bunch out there for the Tridents. That they gave you a good run in that group stage, didn't they?
Yeah, I did. We got a little bit chippy with each other, but it was awesome. It was great because we were competitors out there, and we were excited to see another opportunity with them in the quarterfinals, and then that was just as good as a game as well.
Some amazing talent out there. Going down the roster here, the MVP of the tournament. There's Charlie with the roster here as a graphic. I mean, you can see some of the talent on this team. It's quite evident from looking at this graphic. I know the MVP was, I think, Manate Akwe from Kenya. He played 15s and 7s from them. We'll talk about your harpooners here in a minute, but going down the list, who are some of the other standout guys for you, Marcus, this past weekend?
Well, I was really impressed with Aiden Smith, who just got accepted to go to Kutztown University to play rugby down there. He's also represented Atlantis. This kid's 18 years old. I was very nervous for the young guys to go out there and play in a men's tournament, and he always speaks highly of himself. He's like, "I got it, I can do it. Just trust me." And it was, because it's just being there in his life, and I got him and his younger brother, who I can't wait for the world to meet as well. But Mark gave me some reassurance. He's like, "Let him have a go," and this guy really impressed me. I knew he would, but he went above and beyond. So that's another guy I think that we would want to take a look out at. Of course, another guy that also helped Manate to win that man of the match or the MVP is Eric Naposki. Plays at UCLA Rugby. He's played for Jesters. He's been in the USA Sevens camps in the player pool there, and he's just another impressive guy that was just killing it with the restarts and allowing for Manate to get that ball and allow for us to be on the front foot the whole entire game.
Yeah, no, Eric was seriously impressive. I asked him who he played for. He had his UCLA shorts on. He said he played for UCLA. He was one that really stood out in my eyes. I AR'd your semi, and then obviously ref the final. I think I did okay. I tried to keep up as much as I could. There's some serious speed on that team. Mikey Diaz, talk to us about your role with this squad. Did we lose Diaz?
Oh, he's back on here. Here we go.
The wheel is spinning. Well, anyway, while we wait for Marky to... Oh, there's Marky. Can you hear me, Marky?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Tell us your role with this squad.
My role of the team. As I'm getting up in age, I feel like I'm being more the team dad.
Right.
I got a bunch of it's awesome though. These guys, they're an amazing group of people. I was given the opportunity to try to play rugby at a little bit higher level. Coming from Panama City Beach, we're a D3 team. We take care of each other. And I got a bad knee injury at one time and fell a little bit out of shape. And Marcus, being a good friend of mine, he's pretty tough on me, but he gave me the opportunity to try to play rugby at a higher level. And I met with Ronald Mundy out of Atlanta, and he gave me a shot and pretty much said, "Hey, look, I'll help you get back into shape and try to play at the level and also help with the team. And so not only am I playing, but I'm also helping coach and learn the game of rugby. So these younger guys are actually teaching me how to be a better coach, how to be a better player. So, I'm kind of all around wherever they need me to do, help out, help manage, help coach, and help play when I can.
Good stuff. Well, congratulations on the win. We're looking at the highlights now. There's a fat guy with a whistle in a purple shirt, but don't pay attention to him. Pay attention to some of these. Who's that scoring the try there, number 9? Was that Aiden Smith?
That's Aiden Smith there.
Aiden Smith. Aiden Smith, like I said, this is his time. Being a young guy to play at that level, he really stepped up. He's fearless. The kid is really fearless. He'll come out there and he does his thing. So it was amazing to see him really rise at that age to play at that level and he was fearless. He went in there and he handled business.
I have nothing but good to say to every member that was on this team. As you saw there, carrying up the field, Aiden setting up Anthony Cimino to Eric Lebowski right there. Anthony Cimino is another kid who's grew up playing high school rugby out of Xavier High School in New York City, and he went on to represent Sacred Heart University and move on to Connecticut Select's team, and he's found his way onto the Harpooners. And as you heard, we kind of did a collaboration here where we worked together to roster these guys.
Oh, let's talk about, while we're talking about the Harpooners, some people may know about the Harpooners. A lot of people may not know about them. Marcus, what can you explain the Harpooners to us and what you're trying to do with this program?
So, I've been involved with rugby my whole entire life, and I've always wanted to bring high-level rugby to the world. And I've been so thrilled to see how we had the MLR here grow and develop here in America, and it's kind of compelled me to have a new dream and goal in life of starting an MLR team here in Connecticut. That's like the ultimate goal for the Harpooners is becoming a professional rugby team. We are working with the city of Hartford to bring another professional team to the city. They are very interested and on board with making that happen as well. We already have professional soccer with the Hartford Athletic, and so they're playing out of Dillon Stadium, and so I've been working and talking with them, and we're basically going to be using Dillon Stadium as our home stadium right now, and we're very interested in bringing another professional team to play in their stadium, and so they thought that rugby was the perfect fit. So that was pretty amazing. And so if you're meeting us at where we're at currently, we're just a high performance academy team, providing opportunities and pathways for players to get their name out there and have an opportunity to make the MLR or the national team, whether it's for the USA or their respective national teams where they may be from of origin. That's pretty much it at the end of the day. Is like I've traveled around the world. I've been on high level teams. I've been around great coaches, and I love to absorb a lot of all this information. And I simply love to give this knowledge back for free. Always giving my time and energy towards the sport I love the most, for sure. Because I know one thing's for certain is I know we all struggle and have rough lives and histories, but rugby and the rugby community has always held me accountable and helped me to be a better man. And I'm forever really truly grateful for that. And it's exciting because now I'm giving back opportunities, and it's grateful. I'm just grateful to have good friends like Mark Diaz and the guys that you see on the team there, in the big bin there. I felt on top of the world there in that moment when I was getting doused in water, because it was a lot of work that goes into as you know, doing anything like this. So I feel really good. And one thing I think these guys loved is to try to lead by example.
Yeah, no, it was a great performance throughout the tournament by Optimus. No nonsense, as we said. Marky, we intending on coming back next year to Fort Lauderdale, perhaps?
Yes, sir. A huge shout out to Nick. He was very patient with me. Like I said, when you get a group of young guys, everybody's ready to go, but then, they do everything at their own pace last minute. It's actually really, sometimes it can be a real pain in the butt, but like I said, dealing with those younger guys, Nick is trying to communicate and get everything as professional as possible. And, here I am last minute with everything, and he was super patient. So yeah, Nick was awesome. And we definitely want to come back next year.
Great stuff. Well, listen, boys, I appreciate you taking the time to join us tonight. Those of you, I know Marcus said that Marcus is back up in Connecticut, but I know some of the boys were still taking the time to travel back up, enjoying the South Florida weather for a couple more days. So I hope everybody travels back up north safely. And it was an amazing performance by the guys on Saturday. I know everybody there was impressed by the level of rugby that you guys brought down, and it was a pleasure for us to witness.
Yeah, thanks for having us. I truly enjoyed it. Thank you, Florida.
We'll be keeping an eye on the Harpooners as they go on with their rugby life, and we appreciate you guys bringing elite rugby to the Connecticut area, and hopefully we'll get an MLR team down here soon, and perhaps an academy as well that will give the extra opportunity for those locals down here as well. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Have a great night.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Well,
Okay.
Charlie, two guys that obviously have their heart in the right place there with the rugby. They came down here and dominated on Saturday. Everybody, I didn't get a chance to ref them in the group stage, but everybody I talked to said you got to watch out for this Optimus side. They got some serious players, and looking at that roster, there's no doubt about it.